Hey guys, Amber from the Vault here, back with another Fallout 4 settlement. Now you guys may be wondering why we're looking at the wreck of the FMS North Star. The reason why, guys, I'm going to be turning around in just a second, and we'll be looking at Warwick Homestead. The rebuild you guys probably saw. If you didn't see it, definitely go check it out. I'll go ahead and link it in the description, but you guys probably saw my original build. I want to show you guys the rebuild. Now before we get there though, I just want to point out real quick, there is some glitching going on here. You can see that bright green out there. Ignore that, guys. I apologize about that. I think I have one of my mods out of order. I'm doing my best to try to fix that, but in the meantime, just ignore it. We're going to go ahead and check out Warwick Homestead. Now, the first thing I want to tell you right away is when we first turn around, it is not going to be very impressive, but let's just go ahead and do it. So I went ahead and I built this kind of as it's kind of my Fort Knox settlement. I wanted to have a settlement that was kind of fun and you know, silly inside and had all of my fun little decorative things, but I wanted to make it look real serious from the outside because I don't tend to do settlements that are really concentrated on firepower or on protection or anything like that. I apologize about the weather, guys. I have been trying to get a sunny day. Every time I start this tour on a sunny day, it starts raining, so I apologize about that. But we're going to go ahead and come inside, just right here inside the front gates, and right away we're going to see a lot of this. Like I said, I really concentrated on putting a lot of firepower in this settlement. It's one of those things that I just kind of felt like, you know, I don't really tend to do settlements with a lot of defense, so this time I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and hop down here. Now, one thing that's important to point out about this, and as we go up here I'll show you, I do have an invisible rug up here that allows me to have someone who comes up here and actually guards. So both of these little side ones here, you can see where Mac is and where I am right now, these are both actually guard towers. These are of course all on scaffolding. When someone does attack, and I've tested this, I unfortunately wasn't running the camera at that time, I wish I would have been recording, but when someone comes to attack, you can close this front door, it's going to reopen because everybody runs out, but it's nice because all of these, you know, all of the turrets and everything will actually hit them from here, so I kind of like that. I thought it was just kind of a cool little idea to throw these up on scaffoldings. I've been enjoying that. I did that also at Taffington Boathouse, and it was something I just really liked. So another part about this one, again, ignore that glitch out in the background. Another part that's kind of nice about Warwick Homestead is we have this water area. So I removed a lot of the stone that was on the side there, and I went ahead and threw some tar berries in here so I can have a lot of different farming here. It's a very large settlement for farming. It's great. I will be honest though, I took away a lot of the farming capabilities here just because I didn't want to spend all of my... I didn't want to spend everything on farming at this one. This is one of those settlements that I feel like I've always just, I've stuck a bunch of stuff there to farm. I don't care about it. It's a random settlement, whatever. This time I tried to go and I tried to make something that was fun and kind of, you know, cool to hang out in, and that was kind of my goal. So I did a little bit less farming than I normally would in a settlement. Which is going to bring me to, of course, the main building is still here. I went ahead and left the main building. The reason why, even with Scrap That Settlement and Scrap That Commonwealth installed, deleting that building, it just is impossible. Not on PS4. Again, you know, as I say a lot of times, PC, Xbox, ignore me. I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to you guys. I'm only talking about PS4. I was unable to delete that building. It causes a lot of glitches. There's a lot of issues. There's some things that are still undeletable. But otherwise, I was able to delete every other little building over here. And you can see that if you look straight out there, guys, you're not going to see any of those little outbuildings that were here. Instead, you're going to see buildings that I put in. So the first thing I want to do after we go ahead and check out the defenses, we're going to go ahead and go inside of this main building. Of course, this is the one that when you first get here, there's beds inside. It's kind of the main area that your settlers are already hanging out. And what I did is I turned it into kind of a dorm room area. So what I did is I kind of have these little lounge areas, just a little area for them to hang out. Of course, the TVs that work but really don't. Did a lot of just random details, throwing stuff onto the little tables here. And then each of these is an individual pod. So we're going to start out with pod 0. Yes, it's 0. At the time, I didn't realize when I first numbered these that I was going to have a pod here. I didn't originally have one. I didn't think I could fit a floor here, but I ended up figuring out that I could. So this one has a bunk bed. You can go ahead and see it does have a floor up top. That was one of the issues I had originally. I couldn't really get it to fit. This is kind of an awkward area. If you can see right here where this wall is, There's some space back there. That's what I was trying to work with and what I was trying to cover up. So this is number 0. So here's pod number 1. I tried to do a little bit of personalization on these. Now I didn't spend as much time as I would if it was just, something I was doing for fun. Since I knew I wanted to get this video out for you guys, though, I went ahead and I spent, I'll be honest, I spent 3 weeks building this. So it definitely isn't a short build or a quick build, but it is one that I definitely could have spent a lot more time on if I had it. So pod number 2, we're going to go ahead and go in. As usual, I'm trying to theme these pods. I'm going to go ahead and throw on my Pip-Boy light here just so it's easier to see. I try to theme them as much as I can, just, something little. Here, obviously, we have a lot of cars, we have robots, just something that's a little bit personal to make each pod a little bit fun. We're going to skip the stairs for now. We're going to go ahead and go around this corner. And this is where you're going to see, again, like I said, some of that glitching. Ignore it. I think it's one of my mods that might be conflicting with something else. I'll figure it out, but in the meantime, please just ignore it. I'm sorry about that, guys. So here we have just kind of a fashion-forward pod. You can take a look right over here. This is, of course, a woman's room. Let me go ahead and back out. We're going to go to number 4. Oh, McCready's going to sit right there. Of course he's going to... This is great. McCready decided to sit right across from the comic room. You know why he's sitting on the floor all sad there? Because he knows he can't live in it. So with this one I even layered, I layered posters on top of each other. I just wanted to make it look like, wow, someone's really, really into what they're doing here. A bunch of comics randomly under the bed. And then over here I have an open comic as well. So a lot of this is going to be unlock settlement objects. Definitely one of my favorite things to use, USO. If you don't have that installed, please go get it installed. Just keep in mind that when you use unlock settlement objects, this has come up with a couple other people, you're going to have to relearn how to use your build. Make sure you relearn that, because a lot of people have said, oh, it doesn't work for me, it's a mod I can't use. You can use it, it's just redoes your entire build section and you have to learn how to use it again. So I promise it's a great mod, especially if you're on console. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out pod 11. That was pod 10. And this is one of those where you can see that I was starting to run out of the ability to do things. Oh, why hello, little Warwick. I can't remember your name right now.
I didn't used to.
Okay, so let's go ahead and run upstairs real quick. So the stairs in here are just here in the corner. Again, ignore the glitching, please. I really apologize about that. So we're going to start all the way over here. You can see I just have, random little designs and random little structures and, what are those called? Statues in random places. Just trying to make things a little bit more fun to look at. So here we have the Vault Tech room. Why someone would be into Vault Tech beats me. And of course, I've mentioned this before in other builds. These are sliding doors. They're powered doors. So my thought is, if somebody wants to close their door, if they're inside, they can go ahead and close it. Okay, pod number 6. This is the Nuka-Cola pod. Okay, let's go ahead and leave there. Number 7. We have kind of a little bit of a random pod. We have the baseball. We also have a comic. Okay, number 8. Fisherman's pod. This is another one where I threw some things under the bed, just trying to make it a little bit more personal. Alright, so that's it. So let's go ahead and leave this area. Oop, McCready's in my way, so we'll just jump on down. So let's go ahead and leave this area. Oh man, it's getting dark. And let's go check out the bar and grill. Ignore the chemistry station over there. That's what I used to build. Actually, let me stop first. Let's check this out first. So this is obviously going to be the other farming area. So we have the large tarberry area over there, and then we also have just basic farming over here. Real quick, let's go ahead and leave that. Let's go to the bar and grill. So here you can see I have the liquor sign up there. This is one of my favorite things I think I've ever built. I just had a lot of fun building this one. A lot of, random personalization. I can't even explain why this one was so much fun. I think it's because it was just like I could let go and make it kind of fun and kind of silly. put random, food everywhere. I don't know. It was fun to do. It was fun to put details in, and I really like this one. So trying to keep with that, what would be a real bar theme, we have our cigarettes sitting there. We have all the different foods. We have drink. Then if we go ahead and come back here, this is that workshop decorations pack. If you guys didn't see that video, please go check it out. It's absolutely fantastic. Lots and lots of random kind of signage in here. Put some Nuka-Colas up. A Vim. That's not supposed to look like that, but that's okay. Like I said, there's some glitching going on. And then right over here, of course, because every good bar needs a nice bathroom, we have a nice little bathroom here. He's obviously stuck. Go ahead and open this. So just a bathroom here. So we're hanging out behind the counter. You can come over here. We have this soda fountain. I do have someone assigned to that. And then the Raiders booze still. And I do have someone assigned to that as well. I'm not sure what's going on with that sign right now. It seems like that one specifically. So this is actually going to be the area where the bartender lives. So of course that being the bar, this is going to be where the bartender lives. So I just went ahead and threw some, little decorations around under there. But as we come up here, can see right away it's quite decorated. This one I had a lot of fun with. There's a bathroom right over here, very large bathroom. Originally I intended this to actually be a bedroom, and then I thought about it a little more and I thought, I'm actually going to make it into a bathroom. I think that would be a little bit more fun, and you'll see why. I apologize, there's something about the color red right now. It seems to be glitching. So what I did is I went ahead and built the bedroom. I just kind of did a big old dorm style. There's 3 beds in here. Let me jump up here. 3 beds in here. I don't know. I wanted to have a separate bathroom for the people who actually lived here. I thought that might be kind of fun. Very, very much, Nuka-Cola style. I thought it would be kind of fun. They live in a restaurant, bar, and grill. Oh my gosh, I think I'm stuck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I thought it would be fun either way, guys. I will figure out how to get out of this, but either way, I thought it would be kind of fun to have it be a Nuka-Cola theme. Alright guys, I had to sit down to get out of there. Holy moly! Alright, so there is our Nuka-Cola theme. Again, I have just a little bit of Nuka-Cola stuff hanging around. Just some fun stuff. I did a little bit of decorating here. That's all going to be with OCD Decorator as usual. Alright, so let's go ahead and leave the bar and grill. Get out of here. Do-do-do-do. Come around. Okay, so we're out of the bar and grill. Next, we're going to go ahead and go over to the clothes and armor shop. Had a lot of fun with this one, guys. I love building these little separate shops. I don't know. It's just so much fun to me. I love doing it. Workshop decorations pack, that's where this comes out of. These clothes hangers. So here you can see some lifelike models. This is all USO, I believe, the lifelike models. And I'll show you guys outside the windows again. And then this is all placed with OCD Decorator using the column glitch. Of course, more lifelike models. OCD Decorator and column glitch helps me put everything on the shelves here. Mannequins, of course, come with the game. Same thing here, OCD Decorator. Alright, and then real quick, let me step outside and just show you guys in the windows. So you have our animatronics here. Just some random, clothing here. Mannequins. And then more mannequins over here. And you can actually see those from the shop next door. But we'll look at that in just a second. 2 separate counters here. We have our clothing counter, and then we have our armor counter over here. We're going to go ahead and head upstairs, though, so I can show you what the person who actually lives here, where they would live. So again, we have another bathroom. I try to do bathrooms in each of the little houses. And then both of our armor, and you can actually see our armor and clothing persons. They live here. So this is another example of using the column glitch. I use that quite a bit to kind of put things inside of these different containers. Using that column glitch combined with OCD Decorator gives you just a little bit of more options, excuse me, to put different things in and to kind of create, your own personalized type of home. So another just little personalization, little things. I try to leave little things around. And I apologize about this over here. This is actually supposed to be a wood cabinet. I'm not sure what's going on there. But if you come out here, I have a table and chairs. Just something a little simple. So we're actually going to jump off the roof here and go down to the salon. And this I absolutely love too. I love how McCready just spawned in the back there. I love this salon. I don't know why. I just had so much fun making it. So like I said, you can see from the salon, you can actually see those other armor mannequins. That's what I'm looking for. So we have a little waiting area here. We have our barber styles. That's posters of the Commonwealth. Added that. Just a little waiting room. A little bit more. I love the "you look nice today." Come over here. We have sort of the kind of business area for the person who runs the salon. And then of course the actual salon chair itself. Coming back here, we have a very small bathroom. Let's see if I can go ahead and close that door with the emergency chemical shower. And then behind this door I have the actual sink. And then this is where the actual bedroom is. So small spaces. I do have some issues. I'm sure people are wondering with glitching. I do have some settlers who end up on roofs occasionally. It doesn't happen that often, but it has happened on occasion. Okay, so there we go. Let's go ahead and leave the salon, and this will bring us down. Oh, I'm trying to follow behind Mac. Let's go ahead and skip the big row right now. Again, that's part of that glitching. I apologize about that. Let's skip those big buildings for now, and let's go straight into the gym. So the gym just has a lot of little areas. We have our treadmill, our pommel horse. They can lift weights. We can provide, power to the settlement with the bikes. I don't usually do gyms, and I thought that it might be something kind of fun to add to this one. These bikes are wired to the rest of the power of the settlement. Now this settlement, one thing you'll notice in my old walkthroughs or my old settlement builds is I did a lot of generator farms. I would just have massive amounts of generators. I don't use generators at all anymore. This is what I use. I just use these little fuse boxes. These are definitely 100% the greatest things you can ever use to build. They give, I think it's like 8 energy, but when it comes to lights, you don't have to worry about that. Lights don't really count against that. Of course, if you're looking here, I have my street lights. Those do count against it, but it's just so helpful to have those little boxes. It's easier. I don't have to build a power, station. I don't have to build a reactor room or anything like that. I can just have some real easy way to get power. So that door is open. I'll show you why in just a second. It does say employees only. Of course, this is the Vault-Tec computer. That's how I assign all of my people to work. We're going to go ahead and come down this row right here. Now this is Shopper's Row, and you'll know right away why that is. So come here, we have our weapons store, gun shop, guns, ammo, and melee. Sale, sale, sale. And you'll see why I have that door on the side there that says employees only. So we can have this counter right here. Now I don't have all the guns in the actual holders right now. We're going to actually go ahead and go outside. Those are just placeholders right now, those wall mounts, those wall displays. So we'll come back here and take a look at what's actually here. So Riley over there, she is actually the proprietor of this store, so that's why she's standing back here.
We're finally safe from those damn raiders.
So OCD decorator again, putting everything on those shelves. And this is the workshop decorations pack. Another clear or invisible rug, so she actually stands at that rug. Okay, let's go ahead and leave here. Go ahead and go back into the weapon shop proper. And then we'll actually head upstairs. So this would be where Riley's house is. This is where she would live. So again, using that column glitch with OCD decorator. Just kind of putting together a little bit of a design here. Just trying to put some fun stuff in. That bed's right there behind those curtains. I love the curtains in this game. I find I use them quite a bit. Now, I didn't finish that bathroom, but that's where it should have been. I didn't realize I didn't finish it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm finding that out mid-recording. So this is the only actual building in here that isn't going to be a shop. This is my scavenging area. You'll kind of noticed that right away. We have multiple scavenging tables. I kind of put a bunch of stuff in here. I cluttered it to make it look like it's actually being used for scavenging. I just thought it was kind of a fun way to throw it in there. There's also an invisible mat. It's about right here, and it's for sweeping, and that mat actually replaces the scavenging action with sweeping, which is kind of cool. That way you can have 4 in there and it's a little bit easier. So just some little stuff on the wall. Now this is going to be, because there's 4 people working in this building, there's 4 people living in this building. Now often I try to build individual households. It's not always practical with the space that I have in the game, so I try to do my best to kind of, if I can put people in mass homes, I kind of do that, and that's what I did here. Bathroom right over here. And of course separating these off with curtains. I find that I use curtains a lot in the game. I really enjoy having that as an option. I believe that's another Unlock Settlement Objects USO item. So let's go ahead and go straight. Oh my gosh, this is one issue you're going to have if you decide to build here and you use scrap that settlement or scrap that Commonwealth. This specific piece will keep coming back. Everything else has been deleted. I was even able to delete the water. This piece will keep coming back. I actually deleted it right before I'd made this video, and then I had to reload the save to try to get the right weather, and that's why it's there. So I apologize about that, guys. But you know what? Sometimes I think that showing you guys the screw-ups is kind of part of this. So we're going to go ahead and keep going forward, though. We're going to go into the trader. Now the trader is, of course, it's kind of the junk store. It's a little bit of everything. Let's close this up. This is the workshop decorations pack. And then this is actually Creation Club content. I kind of have mentioned to you guys before that I'm going to start throwing some of that in every once in a while. Nothing that Creation Club gives you is worth it. I've been perfectly honest about that, unless you have a lot of money and you want to waste it. So I don't suggest getting it otherwise. So James here, he actually runs the junk shop. Hey, buddy. Now these were actually really interesting to use. It's hard to put things into these displays. I don't know if you guys have had that same issue, but this is all workshop decorations pack, or excuse me, not workshop decoration packs, excuse me, that's actually OCD decorator. What I did is I used the column glitch, put that all the way down on the floor, then place things on top of it, and then you have to select all, bring it up, and then bring it in. That sounds way more complicated than it actually is. If you guys are interested in seeing how I put stuff into the display cases, let me know and I'll make a video on it. Otherwise, it's not too hard if you know how to use the column glitch. That's what it really comes down to. So of course, just throwing really random stuff all over the place. It's the trader, it's the junk shop. You're going to have weird stuff in here. And then when we go up, we can go ahead and see this is actually where James would live. This is where he sleeps. We have our bathroom here. Again, trying to fit those bathrooms in. Of course, being married to McCready, lots of comics are going to be in different places. You know, I got to make him feel like he's at home as well. All right, so the next one we're going to go to is the surgical. So we go ahead and enter here. We have kind of our waiting area for surgery. Then we have our actual surgical stop here. Come in here. This is actually where our surgeon lives. All right, we'll head upstairs. There's a little bit of glitching there. I apologize. Oh, I'm not sure why there's 3 of them here, because there's only one bed.
Boring.
So you can see just a little bit there with OCD decorator. And then, as usual, bathroom. Let's go ahead and close that. Head out of here and then go right across the road. And this is going to be into the clinic. Now, one thing I decided to do here, this is the column glitch column. I use this with Unlock Settlement Objects. I usually get rid of these, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys. If you can see how it's actually dug into the ground, that's a normal size column. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about putting it down using that column glitch. Again, if you guys want to see a video on how I managed to get everything into these actual display cases, let me know. I can definitely make a video on that. So we're going to go ahead and head into the clinic, guys. I apologize again about that coming back. I'm not sure why it did. I hate that that keeps coming back. But these are all going to be actually placed with OCD Decorator. Lots of different chems here. This is the Workshop Decorations pack. And I just took it and I flipped it around so it doesn't look from afar away. You can't necessarily tell that they're exact same thing. Another clear or invisible rug here. This is our doctor here. Now that's going to be the employees' bedrooms. We're going to wait to go there. We're going to go into the clinic area first. Now these are actual beds. They are counting towards my bed count for the game, or I should say for the settlement. That works for me. I don't mind. It's more just for looks. Curtain separating the rooms here. Okay, let's go ahead and head upstairs. Now this is going to be into the doctor's private home. Did a lot of random stuff placement under this. I like to throw things under the stairs. I just feel like it's kind of a fun way to do it. Okay. So I have kind of just a little bed set up here. Now, you'll see the bed in just a second, but this is kind of a little bit of a walk-in area, and then we come around to our actual living space. Bed's right there, and then the bathroom is right through here. Again, trying to build a bathroom into each area. Go ahead and close that so we can actually see. All right. So that's it, guys. It's the new Warwick Homestead settlement build. What I'll do is I'll do one of the kind of slower walkthroughs so you guys can see a little bit more detail. Otherwise, guys, that is going to be it. Alright guys, so that's it. That is the rebuild of Warwick Homestead. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I really do appreciate it. I can't tell you enough how much it means to me. I really apologize about the glitching in the background, but again, I think that that's an issue with some of my mods that might be conflicting. I'm going to go ahead and figure it out. If you ever have issues with your mods like that, just remember, move them around. Sometimes that helps a lot. But thank you so much for being here, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. This is the end of this video, but there is definitely more Fallout fun to be found on my channel. In just a few seconds there actually should be a link to all of my Fallout 4 videos, as well as a video that YouTube thinks you'd like. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It means the world to me, helps other people find the videos, and of course, guys, it is a huge, huge motivation to go ahead, keep moving forward. Tells me what kind of content you guys want to see, and it really does tell me if you guys, if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. It means a lot to me. So thank you so much, guys. I really, really do appreciate that. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter if you're interested in updates. A lot of times if I'm going to take a break, if I'm going to take a couple days off, I'm going to announce it over on my Twitter. It's the same. My Twitter handle is the same as my handle here at AmberFrmThVault. So there is no O in from, no E in the. Go ahead and check me out there. If you ever have any suggestions, if you want to see certain rebuilds done, or you want to see certain mods reviewed, let me know over there. That's where I'm looking for you guys, and that's where I'm looking for that input. So definitely, get a hold of me over on Twitter. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel and this is your first video, you can go ahead and click that picture of my big dumb face that should be popping up pretty soon there. Click that. That'll subscribe you to the channel, and that will let you know when I have new videos out. Thanks so much, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I will see you in the next one.